All right, we're going to start out working with fractions times mixed numbers. And I already kind of got a jump start on this one because I had to restart my video. But what I need you to see is we're working with 1/3 times 1 1/4. We have two wholes because we have one whole and a little bit extra. And the first thing I did is I started off working with my 1/3. Now remember, 1/3 groups of 1 1/4. So I have to color 1/3 on both of my holes to show that it is 1/3 of not just one whole, but of one whole and 1/4. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to divide my rectangles into 4 parts each. And remember, I go the opposite direction on this one. And this gives me my fourths that I'll be working with. Now I'm going to color in 1 1/4 of these holes. And you can see as I'm overlaying that there's a darker area that's being colored in. And wherever that overlap is, that's going to be part of my product. Wherever that overlap is, it's going to be part of my product. Oop, I messed up. So pretend like I didn't color in this part over here. So see, even teachers make mistakes. So the area that was colored in with overlap is this area right here. And you'll see how many pieces there are out of the whole number that our holes are divided into. So our holes are no longer thirds and fourths. They're divided into an array of 3 times 4, which is 12. Okay? And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sections out of 12 colored in. So 1/3 times 1 1/4 is going to be 5/12. Let's look at another model. Let's look at let's do 1/3 times 2 1/5. I base the number of rectangles I'm going to draw on the fact that this tells me I have 2 holes and a little bit more. So I'm going to draw a rectangle to represent 1 hole. I'm going to draw a rectangle to represent the second hole. And then I'm going to draw another rectangle that will help me when I get to that 1/5 part. All right. So I've got my 3 that gives me 2 1/5 that I can work with. And because I'm working with thirds first, I'm going to divide each section into thirds. Think about how many thirds I'm actually going to color in. And we're going to start with coloring in 1/3 of each hole. So we're coloring in 1/3 of each whole. Because remember, we're taking 1/3 of 2 1/5. Now I'm going to divide my rectangles the other direction, and I'm going to divide it into fifths. Now remember, I'm not perfect, and so you have to pretend like these are all even sizes, even if they're not. Okay. So we know that if we have an array of 3 and 5, that there are now 15 pieces. So somewhere in here, it's going to be something over 15 because we have an array of 3 and 5, and 3 times 5 equals 15. So now we have to come in here and we have to color in 2 1/5 of these shapes. So I'm going to go ahead and color in my 1/5 so I don't get a little bit slap happy over there and color in the wrong thing. Remember my whole, this is 1, this is 2, and then this is the 1/5. So now we have to look and see how many pieces are colored in by the overlap, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So our answer is going to be 11 15ths. This is how to do fractions times mixed numbers using a model.